Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First and Inches here. I am your host, Michael O'Brien, with my fantastic co-host,
Aiden.
What's up? Today, we're going to be continuing our film breakdowns. We appreciate the support we've been getting on these. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We will be diving into Texas wide receiver Adonai Mitchell, one of the more polarizing prospects of this entire process, I would say. He is going to be the main analytics versus film argument of this draft class in my eyes. When you watch him on tape, he's very impressive to me. He's very fluid for a receiver of his size. He obviously blew up the combine. So he flashes crazy athleticism on tape, albeit inconsistently, but his analytic profile isn't that great. Sub 2 yards per route run in his career in this season, but he did have about 900 yards and 11 touchdowns in raw stats this year. I think those analytics are skewed by his situation. Ewers isn't that great, played next to another good receiver. With that being said, let's just dive right into him. First play here. Nice little in route, kind of rounds it off, but great catch on a ball that's behind him. This is one thing I really like about Mitchell. He catches the ball with his hands. I try to avoid guys who will bring it in, the classic body catcher, Quentin Johnston. But that's a very nice catch with his hands on a ball behind him. The main reason I'm so intrigued with Mitchell personally is how fluid he is at his size. Watch him break off this curl route here. Playing off coverage, sitting on the go. Just effortlessly smooth there. Catches it with his hands. Great time ball by Ewers, but very good route there. We'll see this throughout this film breakdown. Reps like this where he looks unbelievable. And then we'll see reps where it looks like he's not trying at all. He's not consistent in this at times. It seems like Kansas' strategy this game was, let's just leave Mitchell open and pray to God. I don't know what they're doing here. Him and Ewers connect on a lot of these in-breaking routes. He's very good at running them. But this is just a massive defensive breakdown in the zone. They just don't touch Mitchell. But like I said, you'll see a lot of these in-breaking routes. Mitchell is such a smooth operator on these in-breaking routes for a guy his size. I think he's going to be a very good route runner in the NFL and make a major impact on the team next year. I'm going to call this man Adonai in route. Teams have to sit on his speed. It's not a secret. He ran a 4.34. Look how he just stops on a dime, breaks in. Bad ball by Ewers, a bit over his head, but you see a lot of this with him. You have to respect his speed. He ran a 4.34, especially at a guy his size. Even if he doesn't burn you, he can go up over the top and moss you. You have to sit on the deep ball with him. So he really eats on these in routes in the middle of the field, whether it's a dig or a slant. This next rep is the type of rep Adonai needs to get more consistent with. We don't see it as much in this game, to be completely honest, but the next game we go over, Alabama, you'll see some plays where he lacks effort. But just look at this, how he breaks out of this release full speed. Corner shit in his pants. Nice little curl route. Tries to do too much with the yak. He's not amazing after the catch. All the statistics back that up as well. But, I feel like the sky's the limit with him. He's a very good route runner. He's a rare athlete. And just a very good catcher of the football as well. I think if he could just, be more consistent with his effort, I think that's his main red flag. This is a great play by him here, though. Kansas was selling their soul to not get burned over the top in this game, which led to Adonai just absolutely torching them over the middle, going 10 for 143. This is another Adonai in route right here. Just off coverage. Great ball by Ewers, but another example of an Adonai in route with a hands catch. This is just the stuff that really makes me fall in love with him, honestly. I think he could be a safety blanket for a quarterback in the middle of the field while also giving you a deep play element. I think he could be one of the top 3 receivers in this class when all things are said and done. This was one of the weaker reps from Adonai in this game, a game in which he quite frankly dominated, and also a kind of a con I have on him as well. I'd like to see him box out this D-back more. Sometimes he's not as physical as he should be for his size in my eyes, even though he has a lot of effective finesse in his game. But we'll see it better from this angle. Adonai should not be getting bitched by a Kansas D-back at his size like he does right here. 6'2", 200, 4.34, and just allows this guy to just jump over his back and make a play. Would like to see him be more physical there. This is another rep of what we see all in this game from Adonai. Corner selling out on the go, in route, in a zone, sits in the zone. Great hands catch on a ball behind him by Ewers. This flashes throughout this game a lot. Obviously, he had 10 catches for 140. But this is what really intrigues me about Adonai, like I said, man. He is way too fluid for a guy that's 6'2", 200, and can run a 4.34. This play is one of Adonai's 11 touchdowns this year and raises the question, why would you man up a safety on this guy? Nice little out route there. You do see him round off his routes a lot, but to be completely honest, I don't think he needs to be the most perfect in his route running or crispiest per se when you're 6'2" and can run like he does. Teams need to respect your speed and ability to go up and make a big play. So, great play by Adonai here. Touchdown machine. Oh, what's this we're about to see? Is this going to be another Adonai Mitchell in route for about 15, 20 yards? Yes, it is. I mean, Kansas just got absolutely fucking torched by him in this game. They ran the same type of routes with him, and they just couldn't figure out how to stop it at all. But I didn't really see a lot of the effort concerns that people have with him, and I do, to be completely honest, like we'll see in the next game. He was running his ass off and making plays this entire game. This was probably his best game of the year. This is the last play we're going to look at from this game and showcases one of Adonai's weaknesses to me. He needs to score on this. He's not great after the catch. I believe he averaged 2 yards after catch per reception, which is pretty gross, especially for a guy with his athleticism. It does intrigue me why he isn't great after the catch. I really haven't figured it out. This is a play he needs to score on, though. You got to get this guy. You got to get that yard, Adonai. Come on. The second game we're going to go over in this video is Alabama. You'll see some more of the inconsistencies in this game that I mentioned previously, especially these first couple plays we're going to go over. But throughout this game, he makes Terry and Arnold and Kool-Aid McKinstry, 2 first-round corners, look like, to quote the great Charlie Sheen, droopy-eyed, armless children. Adonai is a baller, and he catches 2 touchdowns in this game. We'll see him make plays throughout and get open consistently. Let's get right into it with his first play. First play, end around to Adonai. Good design. Gets a couple yards. Ball! Gotta hold on to this Adonai. He does fumble a little bit. I think he had like 4 fumbles this year, something like that. But this is kind of a negative. I mean, obviously, anytime he fumbles a negative. Thankfully, they recover, but gotta hold on to the ball here, AD. Come on. This is the first play I'm going to spotlight Adonai's effort. I mean, that's kind of hilarious. He just walks that route. It ends up working out because Sanders catches the flat, clearly designed for him. But it's quite apparent when Adonai is not the first read or not clearing out his zone. Doesn't really try that much. This play shows more lackluster effort from Adonai. It's clearly a one-read play, but he doesn't even try to sell this route. Just watch. I mean, another play where he just walks through a route. This shows up, but I think this is something that can be coached out of him. This won't fly in the NFL, and I think he'll learn that pretty quickly. Now we're going to get into the portion of this game where, like I said before, Adonai makes 2 first-round corners look like droopy-eyed, armless children. Double pass here. Honestly, a great ball by Worthy. But Terry and Arnold is holding on for dear life throughout this entire route, and he draws a PI on him. Adonai just gets off the line so quickly when he wants to, and has this guy just praying, holding onto his shoulder, begging to not get burnt for a touchdown. Here comes some more Adonai in route. Quinn should throw this ball on the RPO because Mitchell is so open. Great in route, but like you see this, and then you see some of those other plays where he doesn't give a flying fuck, and it's like, why can't you just do this all the time, man? He has special talent. This play shows Adonai's exceptional ball tracking and body control. Let's just watch him absolutely sun Kool-Aid McKinstry here. Hilarious stuff there. Going up over him, big body. McKinstry doesn't stand a chance on this. Beautiful play. Wipe your nose, son! This play is a horrible read by Quinn Ewers. Adonai gets so naked on a double move. Also, why would you ever put a safety on this guy? Let's just watch. Beautiful double move route. Cooks him, and Ewers is like, yeah, let me throw it to my 5'8" speedster in double coverage instead of my big body in the middle of the field, who's completely wide open. He doesn't even take his eyes off Worthy this entire time. Doesn't see Mitchell get open. Bad play by Ewers, good play by Mitchell. This is another somewhat negative rep from Adonai. Beautiful route, has Arnold falling, but needs to hold on to this ball. This comes back to the point about him lacking physicality a little bit. Arnold hits him, he just loses control. Needs to hold on to this at the next level. This is one of the better reps from Mitchell all season, in my opinion. Lined up man-to-man on Kool-Aid McKinstry. This shouldn't happen to a round 1 corner. This is what you do against a guy from McNeese. Touchdown, 4 yards of separation. Beautiful play. I mean, this just showcases the fluidity in route running Mitchell has. Last play we're going to spotlight in this video. This is Adonai's second touchdown in this game. Beautiful double move yet again. fakes the out, goes up. Put a safety on this guy. What the fuck are we doing, Nick Saban? You're smarter than this. You should know this. Adonai should not be put on anyone that's not a corner. Beautiful play here. Good ball by Ewers, rare occurrence, but second touchdown of the game, big play Adonai. Mitchell is a rare athlete, especially for his size. 6'2", 195. He ran a 4.3, 440, had an overall 9.97 RAS, which is, I believe, top 100 all time, maybe even top 50. He's very fluid in his route running. We saw it in this video. Even though he may round off some of his routes at the top, he consistently gets open. He's a hands catcher. He has good hands. He does not bring it in with his body. And we'll see him on those deep balls. You saw that rep against Kool-Aid McKinstry. Great body control, great ball tracking. His main weaknesses are he has inconsistent effort. We saw some of those plays in the Alabama game. He's not the most physical for his size. He is lanky. Also saw that at times. We saw that main rep in the Kansas game where he kind of gets bitched by that corner. And he is not great after the catch. I believe 1.8 yards after catch per catch was the number. I don't have it exactly in front of me. Feel free to look that up and flame me. But regardless, he does not do much after the catch, even for being as athletic as he is. Overall, I'd say Adonai is a lock to go in the first round of the NFL draft at this point, especially after he blew up the combine. There's no way teams don't turn on the tape and become infatuated with the way he can run routes and move at his size, plus bring down those big plays. Adonai Mitchell, I would peg him as my receiver 4 in this class, to be completely honest. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. We're going to do a lot more of these in the future, so keep an eye out. And comment if there's anyone specifically you want us to do down below. So thank you guys again, and peace out.